Hello everybody and thank you for joining me. This is Ciara from Ciara T Designs and today I have week 4 of my 12 weeks of Christmas series. So let's jump right in. And as usual, it will be a non-traditional color combo just because that's kind of my preference. And this is probably as close as I get to a clean and simple card. I just generally don't gravitate towards them, but this is probably would be classed as one for me anyway. So I'm going to cut down some cardstock here. You saw a piece of gold cardstock there. That was the Tim Holtz Craft cardstock, the metallic classics. And then I have a piece of HammerMill that I'm trimming down as well. That's about it's a quarter of an inch smaller than my A2 base. And then the gold is about an eighth of an inch smaller than my A2 base. So there's a thin layer through for both of them. And then on the HammerMill cardstock, I'm going to blend 4 different colors of pink oxide ink. I start with Spun Sugar. I'm going to go into Kitsch Flamingo and then Worn Lipstick, and I'm going to finish off with a picked raspberry. Pink, white, and gold are probably one of my favorite color combos, especially for Christmas. Now, don't ask me why, because I know it's very much not anywhere near a traditional color combo, but I love non-traditional color combos as a general rule. And it's kind of funny because I would say that pink is one of my favorite colors. Red is one of my least favorite colors. So the fact that I love pink as much as I do is a little bit entertaining to me. But I don't, as a general rule, enjoy red and green together. So I kind of branch away from that. And now I'll probably cave at some point and make a traditional colored Christmas card simply because my mom always raises her eyebrows at me when I send her the pictures of the cards I'm making because they're always such vibrant non-traditional Christmas colors, and she tends towards the more traditional colors, so it's a little bit entertaining, but I'm sure I will cave and make a more traditional colored card here at some point. So you see that I finished blending on my colors to the background there. And then I'm going to cut out the Tim Holtz seasonal sketch dies from the gold cardstock and some white glitter cardstock. Now I'm still struggling a little bit with my sandwich for my switch. I'm going to try a piece of cardstock here in a minute to try to give it a little more thickness. I'm going to end up buying the chrome base plate. I think it's the chrome precision plate for more intricate dies. I'm going to end up purchasing it because I think that it would really help here. And I seem to be struggling a little bit with getting some of my more, not that this layer is that intricate, but the next layer is. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time cutting them. So here you can see I'm going to add like a cardstock shim in there, which, I mean, technically you're not supposed to need to do, but I don't know. I'm going to end up buying the precision plate just to see if it actually makes that much of a difference because I'm curious. So I cut the base layer of these images out with the gold cardstock, and then I cut the detailed layer with this really pretty glittered cardstock. It's a white glitter cardstock. And then I'm going to see me like popping all the little pieces out. This is where I think that chrome plate would have been really useful just because this piece is so delicate. So in the next part here, you're going to see me trying to pop all those little pieces out of the leaves and whatnot. And it's a little bit difficult only because I find glitter cardstock sometimes likes to hang on to its pieces. So because of that, you're going to see me very delicately pop out the pieces that are inside of this because I don't want to rip it, and because glitter cardstock can be a little bit, not all of it, some of them are thicker than others. This is one of my favorite white glitter cardstocks, but I just very, very delicately with my craft pick here, I'm just trying to gently get those pieces to come out of the holes there. But yeah, so I did have a question in my last video about my watch. This is an Apple Watch from Apple, obviously. And it is the Starlight color, the metal and the band. I'll answer the comment as well. I'm behind on comments as per usual, but I just thought I would answer that really quick. And if you guys haven't been to my videos recently and you're curious at all, I did open a post box So you could send me a letter or a card or anything you'd like if you wanted to. That post box is in the description down below. I have received a letter so far. It was pretty cool. I know of another letter that's coming. Another person reached out to me and let me know that they had mailed me something. So that's really sweet and considerate. So I'll have to go and check the post box here and see if it's gotten here. I know mail's a bit slow, so it always takes a little bit of time to kind of get to me, but ridiculously exciting. I love getting mail. That's why I have pen pals as a hobby, just because I love sending mail and getting mail. It's kind of one of my favorite things ever, especially if it's not, bills or flyers, because that seems to be what I get mostly. So this is pretty exciting. Although now I guess most of my bills are online, but still, it's always very exciting. And I am gearing up to start my studio vlog series. It's taking me a little bit of time to get there because I'm trying to work through a few things. Also, I'm really behind on my Simon Says stamp kits. I have to do the July one still. So I have July, August, and September sitting here, and I'm pretty sure October is going to show up this week. So yeah, I'm looking at them. I have 3 sitting here. So I'm super behind in those. Hopefully I'm going to get those done this month, but we'll see. And you saw I just adhered everything down with my Barely Art glue. I do like to offset the layer that goes on top just because I like that look. You could line it up properly because it does fit in that image perfectly, but I just like to offset it so I kind of have that tendency. And then I'm going to stamp out a Christmas sentiment on my background there. It says Christmas Wishes. It's from the Gina K stamp timbre set from this year, 2022. You can't get it anymore, obviously, but any Christmas stamp would work here. I just like how it's kind of scripty. I like mixed fonts. They always catch my eye, and the Christmas is quite scripty, so I really enjoy that look. But you could literally use any font here that would look really cool. And of course, I had to white heat emboss it just because I like that look. And again, I'm trying really hard not to introduce any new colors. I really only want pink, white, and gold in different variations, because of course the gold or the white is in a few different variations. And then for a little added interest into the background, I have a mixed up bottle of Perfect Pearls on my desk that I like to splash onto my thing. You don't need to. This is definitely an extra step, but I like that kind of just extra interest it adds to the background. And I did also recently have a question about Perfect Pearls and whether or not they stay the color they're supposed to. I haven't had that problem, but I think it honestly depends on how much you've mixed up. My Perfect Pearls stay that perfect pearl color. But if you're struggling with more of the other colors showing through, I would try adding a bit more Perfect Pearl powder. It's kind of like a trial and error situation. There's no exact amount. I mean, I dumped some in the thing, added some water, shook it up, sprayed it on a piece of spare cardstock to see what it was going to do, and then added more as it was necessary. Be aware though, if you're going to spray from the mister instead of splashing it on like I do, make sure that it's shaken up very, very well, or you'll just plug it and it won't actually spray. So that's kind of my thought there. There's no right or wrong though. So, I mean, it's going to be a bit of trial and error to make sure that the Perfect Pearls, and if you're struggling, there are colored versions as well. There is actually a gold Perfect Pearls. I own it. I don't think I've ever used it because I prefer the regular one. But maybe I'll bust it out and use it someday soon just because I have it. This would have actually been a perfect card for that. I actually forget I have it because I don't generally use it. So definitely another thought if the like Perfect Pearl color isn't really working for you. But I would just mix in more Perfect Pearls. And then I'm just going to adhere it down to my matte, the gold matte, and then the white base. I'm using my Barely Art glue just because that's what I was already using. Again, any glue would work here. This just has that precision tip, so I like it for when I'm gluing down delicate things. And since it was already sitting on my desk, then I kind of just lean towards using it. So yeah, so this is my more clean and simple-esque card, just because I don't generally lean that direction. And then I am going to bring in some Arctic Breeze pearls just for a little bit of added shimmer and shine. I kind of mostly set them around the poinsettia or poinsettia die from that Season Sketch dies, just because I thought that it would really enhance that look. And then I'm going to hold it up so you guys can kind of check it out in all its glory. I love how this card turned out. I mean, this screams everything that I love about a card. Bright, vibrant colors, gold, white, pink. This is my Christmas card to a T. So I love non-traditional colors. You guys know this if you've been with me for a minute. So that is the card I have for you guys today. I hope you'll consider leaving me a comment, leave me a like, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I do new videos every Monday and Thursday, and every Monday up until Christmas will be a Christmas card. So thank you so much, guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye for now.